Hi, now we're going to be taking a look at Mortal Kombat 4 on Nintendo 64. This is probably the game I played the most on my Nintendo 64 system. A lot of people that had PlayStations like that version better because you get the movies and stuff, which is true, which is a positive. But on the downside, because it's CD based, it had to load all the time. Whereas this version, cartridge based, you don't get the videos as you get them on PlayStation, but you get them as they were on arcade. This is actually a perfect version of Mortal Kombat 4. That's how the graphics were on arcade. They were like that. They were in-game rendered polygons. So this version isn't, you know, crapper than the arcade. It's actually the right arcade. The PlayStation version is just enhanced. So that being said, the plus on this is because it's cartridge based, everything's instant. So when I was playing 2-player games, no load times, mate. We just get in there all the time, game after game after game after game after game. You never be sit there, you know, when it's loading and you just sit there pressing buttons going, come on, come on. No, none of that, you know. So now I'll turn on the sound. I've enabled the cheat because a lot of the MK4 fatalities I've forgotten how to do, so except Scorpion, so no, I'm not using rubber backs, so piss off. Right, I'll just go against the computer. So basically same select screen there. Actually I remember Reptile's fatality, it's all the buttons and that. Yeah. Alright, I'll use Sub-Zero. Definitely classic there with the towers. Pressing start lets you choose your battle plan, which I always liked. I'll go against Scorpion, make it classic, eh? That picture of Goro's only on the Nintendo 64 version. It's like his face with all these like flames behind him. MK4 had very dynamic gameplay. It also had fucking weapons, which I love. The only thing that sucked is if you got hit like that, made it. See, it's just so annoying. You know? See, now I can get the fucking thing. Let's go after it, mate. Yeah, and the first version of Mortal Kombat to go 3D, yeah, 2D, 3D by having a sort of run thing. The first Mortal Kombat to also bring in weapons, which I think everyone liked this Eye Scepter the most. This Eye Scepter was very cool. It's also very cheap, as you can see. Maximum damage! It was also first Mortal Kombat to bring that in. Let's check out Sub-Zero's fatality. That's it. Thought it wasn't going to happen there for a second. Camera's a bit out of line there, but the classic spine rip, which is really annoying to do without the cheat. I think you've got to hold, like, if any of you have seen that, I think it's Mortal Kombat Mythologies making video. Ed Boon talks about a Mortal Kombat 4 fatality. He says you've got to hold 3 buttons and press up. And he goes, I know, I didn't tell anyone that one. Yeah, I remember finding that out in the arcade and I couldn't believe it. I'd come from, you know, MK1, 2, 3. Fatality was always 1 button. And I remember this Mortal Kombat 4 came out and I had to hold down 3 buttons to do a fatality. I'm like, what? What? That's crazy. You know, but, all in all, Mortal Kombat 4 had great graphics, great gameplay. It was very fast and, you know, a lot of fun in 2-player. The sounds, music, it was very classic, even though it was starting to move into the 3D type games. There was a lot of hype for this when it came from the arcades. They had that road tour, and when it came home, it was even better because I could just play it as much as I wanted to. What else can I say? There's so much I could say. You had the weapon combat, you had the bone breaker move, which was just low kick. The fatalities. One ridiculous move was Jax's Quadruple Slam. In Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, it was just low punch, then you just kept pressing high punch, and you sort of just went. But in this, you had to press all these buttons. It was ridiculous. It was one of the only Mortal Kombat moves I've never ever done. You know, I think that I actually tried to do it one day. I tried to remember all the buttons, and it was just ridiculous. I can't do that. No, just gave up. You know, it was ridiculous. I think you had to hold 4 buttons and change it. Then, it's crazy. But yeah, you got to fight Goro in the home version, which wasn't on arcade. As you can see him on there on the box. You got Goro. Nintendo 64 had a different mugshot for him. For those people who like the mugshots like me. Yeah, sorry. Noob Saibot was unlockable. Meat was unlockable. You had to go through and be every character, then you could be Meat, and then you choose your character. So if you chose Sub-Zero with the Meat, which basically was just a skin, he'd be the bloody skeleton with all Sub-Zero's moves. It's pretty funny watching Meat throw an ice ball or a harpoon. That was a lot of fun. What else can I show you guys? Yeah. You had the team mode. Basically, you just choose your teams. That's a lot of fun. Still sort of coming back from MK2 SNES days. Same with the tournament. Practice, obviously, let you practice all your moves. Standard options. You can put your continues up there, how many rounds to win versus screen. Blood, enable or disable, music. The cheat I do is just run and block on the continues there. Just hold that down. Takes a while. And you hear Jarek laugh. Don't let go, you gotta keep it down until you get that. And then basically you can turn on endings, easy fatalities. If you turn on the endings, all you have to do is win a match and you'll get the ending of the game. So I'll show you how to do it. Scorpion. Alright. Check it out. Scorpion. I love that move. That's my favourite. The Scorpion. Don't get that up. Nah, it's not going to happen now. Never hated having to go up to the weapon. It seems easier to go down. You just tap one. Do a combo where you pull a sword out like that. So yeah, once you win, you get the ending. Which was a lot of fun if you wanted to see all the endings without playing through the game. Yeah, standard arcade endings, like I said, with the polygons. On PlayStation you get full motion video endings, so when I review the PlayStation version I'll talk more about that, but for now I'll give Mortal Kombat Mythologies on Nintendo 64. I have avenged the death of my family clan. I'd just give it 10. I think it was a perfect version from the arcade. So a lot of people didn't like this style of Mortal Kombat, but yeah, 10 out of 10 for this version. And I'll see you guys for the next video, Mortal Kombat Trilogy.